Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest and exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. If you are into Jeeps, then you love being out in the elements, but unfortunately, those elements can be the enemy of your Jeep. And John, you, of course, are a Jeeper, and you are here because nature called. Now, tell me what happened.
Yeah, I was on a weekend trip with my girlfriend, and we got caught in a rainstorm, and literally the Jeep was swamped. And before I knew it, within a week, the stereo and all my electronic four-wheel drive stuff started acting up, just causing all kinds of havoc. So I went down to the store and bought me a shower curtain and literally put suction cups along the top and got one of my friends to help me get some bungees on there and stitch it all together and have it halfway fit the dash, so that way it'd be this small so I could put it underneath the seat so I could have something in case of emergency, because it cost me almost $2,000 for that mishap between the stereo and everything I had to have fixed. So yeah, I was literally with a shower curtain, and I carried it around for about 6 months, and I was like, you know, where can I redevelop it? After I put it on a couple times, realized, okay, I need to fix this, do something a little easier, which then led into Dash Poncho.
And now it is much harder than a shower curtain. You know, you've obviously improved on that. What's it made of?
It's made of a marine grade canvas. We use heavy duty suction cups that are going to go along the top part of the windshield. It's fitted to drape over the dash, and then with multiple connection points with bungees and hooks, so that way if you have your doors on, have your doors off, there's plenty of connection points, and it's fitted so that way when it does rain, you get caught in the elements, the water just goes straight down to the floorboard. Now these Jeeps are designed with plugs, so that way if you do get filled up with water, you can pull the plugs, but in the end, you pull your dash poncho off and there's no water on there. And you can see by all the electronics on this dash, well, if you trap that water, and yes, some of this stuff is water resistant, but over time, the corrosion will build and the problems will be there.
A lot of folks use their Jeep as a daily driver, and they want to take it out on the trails as well.
Yep.
So you have your iPad and your things on your dash from day to day, and then when you get on the trails, you have your radios and CBs and everything else you want to protect. So at night, you go for the dash poncho. So let's take a look and see how it's installed.
Generally, you're just going to unroll it, be set up in the Jeep, and you'll want to center it off of the mirror.
And you can do this by yourself, but if you have a buddy, it makes it even quicker.
Oh yeah, it makes it nice and easy. So then we'll make sure all the hooks aren't stuck. A lot of hooks.
A lot of options.
A lot of options.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to be centered up on the mirror.
With that center suction cup.
Center suction cup, just start going along.
All right.
And then we've got bungee cords here, so that way you can go around the visor just to make sure you got an extra hold.
Okay. I like it. It's redundant. There's a couple different ways that it holds on, so you don't have to worry about that. And then once I've fastened that on, where's that go?
Then that's going to go down underneath.
Just fasten to itself?
Yeah, fasten it to itself.
Okay.
That way you got it on there. And then when you fold your visor down,
Yep.
that'll go down there.
Okay.
And then bungee cords on the center console.
Oh, just right at the bottom there.
Yeah, right at the bottom.
Cool.
Yep. And this, you'll just make use of whatever you have. Now, in this case, he doesn't have his doors on, so we got a bungee cord that'll go there.
All right.
We've got one towards the end that'll hook onto this hinge.
And every Jeep is different, which is what makes this product really cool.
Yes, I mean, so whether you have your doors on, doors off, if you got half doors, if you've got fog lights to match it on, then all your electronics covered. You want to put your visors down, and so that way the water will just shed down to the floor.
Fantastic. I see the cutout for the steering wheel. Tell me about the shape of that.
Yeah, so the steering wheel cutout is oval, so that way your steering wheel can be up or down. It doesn't have to be in a certain position, so it'll accommodate either position.
I love the way you have different hooks on it, different loops, so it's flexible and it's convenient.
And convenience is where it comes. As Jeep world, size matters. And whether if it's big, because you want to be big for off-road, or you want to be small to make sure you're out of the way. Well, we wanted to go small on this package to make sure it's convenient by being out of the way and somewhere where you can easily get to it when you're by yourself.
And it's flexible because it can go on a number of different Jeep models. You've got one on the JKU over there. What about older Jeeps?
Well, the JK version actually will fit the TJs and YJs. It is kind of a crossbred version to make sure it fits the JK, but the older ones as well.
Cool. Where can we find the Dash Poncho?
DashPoncho.com is going to be your easiest access for that. We're going to have retail there. And also for dealers, we're looking for dealers across the country to put this product out there. We're going to have wholesale prices. We're also going to offer embroidery with your logo, basically branding this for your marketing. Instead of a tire cover that gets tossed, you're going to have the poncho that's going to be a tool that's going to be carried from Jeep to Jeep, because these guys are going to need this. I mean, this is probably the cheapest advertisement and tool, and probably the most important that you'll have in your Jeep.
Well, if you're a Jeep owner, you are going to need a Dash Poncho. If you want to be a dealer, you're really going to want the Dash Poncho in stock. Check them out at dashponcho.com. And if you go to the website, you can enter Motorhead30 as a promo code to get $30 off. Oh, by the way, if you're a Bronco fan, the Bronco Dash Poncho is coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. We will return with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings in just a couple of minutes.